Seven and KB's in this shit. They too good. They sleep with a cutter. We here to get into it. I've been on a recording spree. I'm trying to get to it. But anyways, if you haven't watched, I said, well, hopefully whenever the videos come out, because I've been going crazy. Anyways, I've been watching the Diddy Netflix thing that 50 Cent has done. And I will say, I don't know how they put some of this shit together, but they made this shit more damning than all the other documentaries that came out. They had so much footage, so much intrigue. They got everybody to speak. Yeah, one of the escorts. I don't know if Audrey O'Day spoke or Aubrey O'Day. I forgot how to say that. Every motherfucker was talking. It showed the making of the band thing, and then after whatever, Danity Kane, and then he took Don to go do Dirty Money and all this other shit. It was showing Cassie, though, Cassie situation. It was showing so much. It showed that, well, it was speculated like he didn't like black people. Is that low in the vein? He's like, give me the hand sanitizer, give it this. Like, it was just going crazy. Now, it doesn't help. And also, before I get into it, 50 Cent was not only the only person that worked on it, but he was one of the big names. So a lot of people are looking at this as a smear campaign against Puff, but it's like, and people are saying, yo, that's corny, yo, but it's like, well, if the nigga really did it, it's not really snitching. People are trying to put that narrative, and I'm like, bro, we have to have a clear-cut definition of snitching, number one, and number two, y'all know 50 Cent is petty. If he don't fuck with you, y'all enemies, he gonna give this type of time to you. So I don't want niggas copping pleas and doing all this shit just because it's Puff. And then number three, if y'all want to work with Puff after you get out, that's your business. Not everybody want to do that. Is what it is. And also, I'm not, y'all know Diddy and Puffy been going back and forth forever. Like, this is not a surprise to me. So before y'all come with your holier than thou, like, this who 50 is. My nigga petty as hell. We know that. Well, yeah, again, it was just a lot of damning stuff, like saying like you'd always have a freak off on, was it March 6th or May 6th or whatever, like the anniversary of Biggie's death, which we're gonna get into, which is crazy. Especially after that reporter came to say that Puff and Biggie's son allegedly have a relationship, you know, and not talk like business, financial relation. I'm talking about that other relationship. I told you, Diddy and the Magical Skittles, they talked about all of that. They was getting to it. Oh, Kim Porter, Cassie, Dinah. It spun. We've heard some of this information before, but the way that shit was spun in this documentary, bravo. And we've seen some footage we never seen. Like, we seen like a week before he went to jail. Like, bro, there was a lot in that documentary. I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot in there. But let's get doing. So, Diddy allegedly hosted annual free offs on the anniversary of Notorious B.I.G's death. Let's just get to it. The allegation stems from 50 Cent. He's not the only one in it, but he's a big name. We gotta stop doing it. I guess because he's the big name and he has this issues with Puff, they're just gonna keep saying 50 Cent. But 50 Cent's new documentary on Netflix about Diddy Sean Combs The Reckoning, which released yesterday, December 2nd, Tuesday, whenever the fuck you see this video. Anyways, a former male escort by the name of Clayton. Yes, this is what we do. Howard claims that Diddy allegedly hosted annual sex parties on the anniversary of Notorious B.I.G's passing. Also, I forgot, the documentary also blamed the whole Biggie and Tupac shit on Puff, which is fair, because yo, Biggie did not look like he wanted to go to LA and do all that type of shit, but we can digress with all that. He also talked about bro, there was a lot in that documentary. Anyways, he made the allegation during the interview. He says that the Bad Boy mogul scheduled sessions every March 9th. He said no matter. Yeah, he said in the documentary, no matter where he was, what he was doing, every March 9th, bro, he got flown out to go do. Like, bro, do you know how crazy that is? Every March 9th, the day Biggie got moitered, they would fly me wherever they were, Howard said in the documentary. I would hang out, drink, and party with them for 3 or 4 days while I had relations with Cassandra, I'm guessing Cassie. I don't know if that was his release for that day or whatever, but they always called me on March 9th. That would be crazy. The fact that, I don't know if you was trying to party, your man's passed, so you trying to live it up and stuff like that. And again, I don't know what y'all had going on when Big was alive. Maybe you was having these elaborate parties, these freak offs, these Wild King nights. But the fact that even to this day, you was still doing some freak off shit and not to this day, of course, when you and Cassie were together, you was still on that freak off type of time, is insane. It is insane. As for what went down the alleged events, Howard further recalled, the weirdest thing was they used to physically collect his, you know, white stuff, his ejaculation, his semen in a cup. They collected my semen like for a year, which a year is insane. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, Diddy, you flexible. You bisexual, you flexible. Like that's I've never seen no shit like this. He told me I like to see her play with it. And no, and he's sorry. Dude was like, yo, you know, he let her rock out for a minute, but then it got to the point, he's like, yo, bro, why are you collecting all that? What's going on with all that? What's happening? And Diddy was like, oh, I like to see her play with it. I like to see her drink it. You know, I like her to do whatever. Did it? Yeah, this nigga right here, boy. Anyways, what was I? 50 Cent serves as an executive producer, which hit Netflix December 2nd. They wrote a statement to the Hollywood Reporter. Netflix so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece. Today, GMA teaser confirms that Netflix relied on stolen footage. People have said that. I don't know exactly how they got the footage. I don't know if it's like fair use or like they got it somehow. Because it came out, so somehow they were able to put it out. Mr. Combs has been amassing footage since he was 19 to tell his own story in his own way. It is fundamentally unfair and illegal for Netflix to misappropriate that work. It is equally staggering that Netflix handed creative control to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, a longtime adversary with a personal vendetta who has spent too much time slandering Mr. Yeah, well, at that point, y'all wanted the clicks. Let's keep it up because y'all know 50 and Diddy's relationship. It ain't that hard, but at that point, it is what it is. Beyond the legal issues, this is a personal breach of trust. Mr. Combs has long respected Ted Sarandos and admired the legacy of Sarandos' late father-in-law, Clarence Advent. I don't know what the fuck them niggas is. The documentary arrives as Diddy is currently behind bars. Earlier this year, he was found guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution in his criminal trial. He has constantly denied all of the allegations he's faced in recent years. I ain't got, like, listen. It is what it is. It is what it is. You could say it's a hit piece, but all the other documentaries that came out now weren't saying the best things about Puff. They were getting like old assistants and all these other people to say their truth or speak their truth to them. And y'all never came out and said that y'all didn't like them, but y'all wasn't saying it's a shameful hit piece. I think because 50 is, you know, trolling, teasing, being petty, promoting in his own way, and because 50 and Puff don't have the best relationship, this is where y'all coming out saying, oh, it's a hit piece, it's this and that, it's that and this. I will say this documentary makes them look way more damning. It does. It does. And some of the shit I was spoke on, I do believe there's validity in it. I ain't gonna lie, I believe the escorts. I'm sorry, I believe them. The escorts, I believe. I'm sorry. I do. But yeah, what did y'all think? Did y'all watch the documentary? Shit. I watched it, but I was kind of, I might have to sit back down because I probably missed some shit and I gotta go catch back up. But anyways, what do y'all think about this shit? Y'all think 50 was doing too much or is part of it? Also, like, bro, the nigga did some of this shit. So at some point, we seen what the R. Kelly one did. That was must-see TV or must-see viewing, whatever the fuck. But anyways, you already know what it is. Friendly Neighborhood Cat A. Black TJ that while doing this thing. My neighboring bells like Quasimodo. Hit like, subscribe. You try to hit a little bit more. You heard me. I'm gone. Slimes on P-Shot. Else gang.